Is there any recommendations that you would have for people who are wanting to get real estate in their portfolios? Some tips or something that they should take into consideration before they take
Sure.
that leap?
Yeah, I mean, I would always say buy my book,
And I
I
was
wrote
going
a
to ask you if you had
yeah.
some tips from there. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely some tips in the Ultimate Mortgage Guide. It's a book that I wrote in 2023. And the funny part about the book was it really stemmed from the concept that I was getting the same questions asked of me in 2002 when I first started, and I was still getting them in 2023. And what that kind of told me was that, this information is unfortunately not really put in the schools. It's not something that it's just, it's not a class that people learn, but this is so much a part of people's lives, just dealing with real estate, whether it's you becoming a homeowner, whether it's your mom passes away and now you have to sell her house, whether you want to, buy multiple homes or you want to have a second home, whatever the case is, real estate is so intertwined in people's lives. And it's a shame that we don't know more about the ins and outs and how it works and what is a mortgage broker. And so I wrote this book to try to, demystify the mortgage maze and the mortgage jargon and try to give people, at least a sense of some information that they should be aware of, especially when they have to deal with this industry. Because, for most of us, we all will either, like you said, sell your house, buy a new house. I mean, that's just part of what you're going to do as being an adult.
Are there any advice that you offer for residential purchases of, like, say, me buying a house that I
Sure.
should take into consideration?
I mean, obviously in the States, we focus on credit scores. Credit scores are a big deal. Obviously, you want to pay attention to your credit score. That impacts, just your ability of lending, what products and programs are available to you. We always want to talk about, income. We want to see how you're getting paid. We're kind of in this gig economy where all this youth, these Gen Zs are having these independent contractor type of jobs. Jobs itself have kind of changed. And so, we have to understand, what does that mean for me as far as a down payment goes? What does that mean for me? Can I still get a loan? The traditional W-2s and tax returns. There is still a place for traditional, but we see more and more people having multiple jobs to earn a living and to maintain. So, that has impacted the market. And so I always would want to say you have to have a firm grasp of your own personal information as far as your personal income that is coming in and assets. So many times, I'll talk to a customer and say, well, how much money do you make? And they really don't have a clue. They really just don't know. And, we have to have a better idea of our budgets. It's important to have a budget. Obviously try to live, below our means is definitely one tip I would always say.